boys, which are the dope boys out on the block selling drugs, and they don't care really about anybody else.
They're
just trying to make money, but we're not like that.
Right.
And even though C-boys don't always dress the same, we might not always wear a suit, we might not always talk the same as the older generation, but we still claim the name of Jesus Christ.
Come on now.
And this poem is called C-Boys. The Lord told me to look towards the horizon, and what did I see? None other than a new generation of believers following He. They seemed different though because they looked much younger, each bold and gold with the desire to do God's wonders. Here to still the thunder of the old men in the church who promote God when the dark have been concealing their dirt. See, boys came to work and have some fun while we're at it. And while others slang dope, we're all Christ addicts. The church has been cooping the youth up in the attic, but enough is enough. We are not weak. Each one of us C-boys are tough. God has been preparing youth for a new lifestyle along with everything that comes with it. Distractions haven't slowed us down for too long, and the devil's going to get it. You make a man live it, watch that fire burn you. This is a message to all unclean spirits. We're standing on the truth. We're also backed up by our dad and protected by his troops. After being born again in the blood, we're all bred for war. Let this statement drop and be heard throughout the depths of the earth's core. We C-boys want it more, though we don't fit the church image. It's because we're not the same. From our attitude to our attire, it's obvious there's been change. But we still claim the name of Christ on high and continually seek after His face, for it's been placed before our eye. This is our time to rise above it all, to be overcomers like Jesus when He redeemed man's fall. We heard the potter's call answered, then we're past the torch. Christ was commanding us to preach the gospel to the world, reaching out to every adult, little boy, and young girl. Because each Christian has their own particular purpose in the plans of the high priest. This is a great thing, considering that very soon all earthly plots will cease when the King of the Jews descends from the heavens with His glory flooding the skies, seeing all lies rise as the nations watch the prophecies be completed, and the devil, though he's already lost, will again be defeated. For his time to test and try God's people shall finally expire as He ironically burns in His own lake of fire. It's getting down to the wire so we can no longer live in fear of persecution, judgment, or being forced into tears. This is the year when the C-boys stand, declaring, "Wake up, world, here I am." Poem that the Lord put on my heart is called "I Have a Voice." And right here tonight, we're all here to let them know that we have a voice to praise Him because of what Jesus did for us on the cross. And every so often we get tripped up in the problems of this life, but we need to remember that we do have a voice and we can make a difference for God. Because we always go through so many problems, we worry about bills and we worry about this, but sometimes when you just start praising God, you start forgetting about everything else. Isn't that right? All right, man. This poem is called "I Have a Voice." I have a voice, Lord, hear me cry. I want to make a difference before I die. Here I lie at the end of my rope, but I'm calling out to you, Jehovah, because you are my hope. Moses trusted you, David, Daniel, and Noah did too, because there's no limit to what you can do. Lord, I want to worship you in truth. I want to seek after your face and march boldly towards your throne of grace. Because I fell down, got up, and then fell down again. To be quite honest, I'm tired of living in sin. I feel like I don't have a voice, like I can't be heard. Even when I scream, it sounds like the wisp of a bird. I'm fed up with being stepped on, overlooked, and ignored. It's time to make a difference for you, Lord. Just let me know what you want, whatever you want me to do. I'll preach, sing, or even read a poem. So when people are talking about you, Jesus, I can say that I know. Lord, please let all my shame, sins, and mistakes be erased, so I can boldly walk up to the devil and stomp on his face. It's by your grace and your stripes that I'm healed, because Jesus, you are the real deal. Your word is the only authentic truth and light. That's why one verse can get a person hooked on it for life. The word can make a blind man see, a lame man walk, and a person live that was dead. Only because you, God, have made your children not the tail but the head. So the next time temptation comes against me and I fall by the wayside, I'll shout out to you, Lord, because you heard my cry. Amen.
Hallelujah. The Jonathan Black.
Amen. Is everybody enjoying themselves tonight? Amen. Woo, is everybody enjoying themselves tonight? Amen. This next poem I'm going to read is called "On Fire for Jesus." Because right now, in 2009, we're in such an economic crisis. Everybody, all these places are closing down, but guess what? This is going to be the year when God gets the best praise ever. Yeah. And I'm going to be one to give it to him. Anybody else want to give it to him tonight? Well, a lot of people look at me and say, this young man is crazy. He's up here praising for God. He should be all stiff and afraid. But I've been that way before, and it's not too fun. But see, you got to understand my testimony to understand my praise. See, just at the end of December 31st, I was laid off from Morris Van Insurance Company. Not till like a week before that, when we were visiting up in Christmas, my engine blew up some 600 miles away from me. My wife is 4 months pregnant, and she just got in a car accident January 23rd. But guess what? My baby's okay, and she's okay. So I'm still going to be on fire for Jesus. I'm not going to let the bad things slow me down. I want everybody, we had a slow-mo, we about to round everybody back up. I want everybody who's on fire for Jesus to stand up. I want to see it. Everybody repeat after me on the count of three. Now, God can see us from heaven, but we want to shine the brightest. We are a light on the hill that cannot be hid, aren't we? So on the count of three, I want everybody to shout as loud as you can. I'm on fire for Jesus. 1, 2, 3. I'm on fire for Jesus. Come on, we can shout louder than that. 1, 2, 3. I'm on fire for Jesus. I'm on fire for Jesus. I'm on fire for Jesus. I'm completely lit for Jesus. You can call me the flame. And just like a wildfire, I'm anything but tame. I'm disciplined because I listen to the will of my Lord. I'm driven by the unsurpassed strength of the sword. Folks feel the heat from the hell that's about to come on this earth, but I feel the heat from Jesus since he's getting here first. The church has been fanned to sleep, but the angels are crying, wake up! God resides in us all. Stop acting like the devil's that tough. Yes, troubles do come and storms do arise. Our Father knew all that. That's why he sent his son to die, so we could fly like on the wings of eagles. Quit claiming to be broken. Start acting regal. We are to be the kings and queens of this earth. Yet so many churches are completely covered in dirt. Let's drop all the acting and get back to work. We have to stop breaking down the lost souls and start building God's troops. We have to get back to real worship and stop praising God like we're cute. We have to take ourselves off mute and begin witnessing for Jesus. To live our lives accordingly so people will believe us. We have to get back on fire for Christ and preach Jesus is the only truth, way, and the life. We're in a real battle, church. It's time we get prepared for our hands to get dirty, our feelings to get hurt, and our shoes to get scuffed. As for me, no time's better than the present to get real and man up. Hey!
I want y'all to help us. Come on, rise to your feet. I've got evidence. Say it. I've got it. I've got confidence. I'm a conqueror. I know that I win. I know who I am. God wrote it in his plan. For me. Yeah, yeah. I think y'all got it all over the building. Everybody just raise it up and say, oh, oh, oh. My name is Victory. My name is Victory. Can y'all clap your hands? Come on, help me say, God gave me authority to conquer the enemy. He wrote in my destiny that my name is Victory. He said that I'll overcome. I know I'm say it. My name is. Clap your hands and say, come on. Victory.